EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here. This one. Touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Winston. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... He's got a man, complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin. 73 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Big stop, let's go. Check 9.
Now the former Washington Husky, here's Myles Gaskin. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. On 3rd down, Laird, and that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Ready?
First carry for Peyton Barber. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, Creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 21-yard touchdown run as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Nice, sweetheart. Under 10, under 10, 10. Tight to right.
This is Gaskin on the carry. They find some open field here. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Myles Gaskin, 73 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Let's go.
Let's go. Do it.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
First down, Winston. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Check 50.
Now a first down carry by Jones. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. He's settling in nicely here in the first quarter running the football. Remember, he already has the touchdown run.
And you can feel the vibe, can't you? He's in unison with his offensive front. They are in concert together. So if you're flipping over to the other side of the line of scrimmage, they've got to be more physical and handle some of these gaps that have been created.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Jump. Here we go, even.
They go back to the ground. This time, Barber. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Barber on 1st and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
From the 36, Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Throw left side complete. That's Hudson. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
On 1st down, it's Jones. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Jameis to throw it. He completes it to Evans. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. 23 yards for the touchdown as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Extra point by Gain is up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Check 45 to the line.
Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. They're able to locate Wilson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. First down, Fitzpatrick. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Now Fitzpatrick. Open man, it's Preston Williams. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll run now with Gaskin.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 21. On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now Fitzpatrick. Caught by Wilson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll throw again. Fitzpatrick toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play.
Go. Go.
3rd and goal for Fitzpatrick. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins are going to be forced to settle for 3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The run there on 1st down, going to get them 5 up to the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Again, it's Balaj. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 4th down now after a loss of 2. On 4th down, they snap it to Fitzpatrick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by the Super Bowl champion and Pro Bowler Jason Pierre-Paul.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way.
Watch twin. He's checking.
And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Well, we look... each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Push it back. Set.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their... as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Ready? Black 22. Check 55 to the line.
No, bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose.
That's C Carter say 40%. That's C Carter say 40% right there. It seems right here. Alright. Right. That's so good. That's so good.
St. Thomas students save 40%. Enter call or quote today.
With all this time, you could have learned a new language or written a great American novel. But instead, you did this. Bravo.
Incredible, honestly unforgettable. You will do like your belly, so this over radio. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You will do like your belly, so this over radio. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah, I just had to let you know. Yeah, give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. My heart is sold in, so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest. Tupac in the prison, they claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in the sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spread the knowledge, but it's best to slow it. I'm a prophet to the scholars, got the chakras open. Got them flexing up they eyes, sunny to be focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Living manifesting my own premonition. Best to keep it mission, got my own religion. Brain-wise, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, is missing the opposition, ain't on that lane switching. This is what the game is. The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You will do like your belly show. This over any, yo, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You will do like your belly show. This over any, yo, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
With you on Sports ESPN. Doing soccer is back with a tournament that starts tonight. This goal to attract as many viewers as possible and kickstart the 2020 season. There will be challenges, big ones. So it's on ESPN Daily. Subscribe wherever you get your podcast.
Over the 4th of July weekend, as you are aware, Eagles wide receiver Deshaun Jackson shared medical folks attributed to not only football, but also the nation of Islam movement. Deshaun has apologized twice, but he apparently has a supporter and former NBA player after Steven Jackson. Steven Jackson has been a leader in the George Floyd protest after his friend Floyd was killed on May 25th in Minneapolis. Now, Steven originally supported Deshaun in a video on Instagram. That was later deleted. And then after backlash concerning that video, he posted this. To whom it may concern, your racist pain doesn't point more to the next racist pain. Don't fighting for common sense ain't common. Never waste time explaining to people who never supplanted you anyway. The game. Now, Steven Jackson has said, and this is the quote that a lot of people certainly disagree with about Deshaun Jackson. He said Deshaun was seeking the truth. Those were his words.
Those were his words, and as you just outlined, that will be out essentially in response to criticism to these videos. So Steven Jackson's comments are on focus. Today's first day back. Steven Jackson's a good brother, but I've disagreed with him a couple of times over the last few weeks. And I disagree with him with that. What truth are you talking about? Can you elaborate? Because the Jewish community is saying that what Deshaun Jackson said is not true. And he was talking about them. The Jewish, not the white. The Jewish community is the one that had to endure the whole thing. When we talk about Jackson,
that were murdered by that devil Adolf Hitler. There was white people that were going to do it. So, from a categorical perspective, it's two different. It's two different groups. A lot of people in the black community respect the Jewish community because the perception of y'all being together and coming together and galvanizing to address their issues is what we believe as a community we should do a better job of. That's what our eyes are supposed to be focused on. But here we are talking about something. Love talking to Stephen Jackson, really have a real affinity for it. But when he says, when Stephen Jackson says he's speaking the truth, he's not. What he's quoting is nonsense. It's not true. It's ahistorical. It's not part of history. If you do not vet the information carefully, you can believe something that either appeals to your kind of confirmation bias, or it kind of sounds right to you because you don't know how to vet the information, and say, well, that's the truth. If Stephen Jackson thinks that what Deshaun Jackson quoted is true, he's wrong.
And what the Eagles said about this, about Deshaun Jackson, offensive, harmful, absolutely appalling.
The team continues to evaluate how to handle this with their wide receiver. I think the point that Max Kelvin made there about getting the information, especially when you have such a platform and such an audience, is so important right now. It's always important, it is so important right now. I think that's something that Deshaun Jackson and Stephen Jackson are both doing. Perhaps
Something that we're all learning, that we are all educating ourselves these days and trying not to imagine.
Let's get to basketball here because the basketball tournament continues today on ESPN. Here is how we got the round of 16. The first game of the 22nd seeded Sideline Cancer team on 16. Challenge ALS. Sideline Cancer trailed majority of the game. Jumped in the fourth quarter, was tied at 60. As Marcus King inside. Lay-in goes. Sideline Cancer takes the late lead. In the Elam ending, all right, the score being 74. That's the score to reach. First team to get their wins. Sideline Cancer up 3, they need 8 points. Maurice Creek gets it. Now just 5 points away from Sideline Cancer. Remy Abel. 3, that's your winner. That's the walk-off or the strut-off or just put your sign on the wall off. Sideline Cancer pulling off the upset. Winning by 10. Men of Mackey taking on Bayheim's Army. That look to do. Syracuse alum. Bayheim's Army 3 points away. Dante Green driving, finishing the lane. Now just off point away. Men of Mackey's possession were stripped inside. Bayheim's Army pushing it. Brandon Trish foul going for the layup. Makes the first free throw to win it. That's a little anticlimactic, but they take the win. 76-69 is your final there. So the basketball tournament continues today on ESPN. Round of 16, and we got a doubleheader. Defending champs Carmen's Crew taking on House of Pain in the second game. And then they continue their bid for a second consecutive $1 million winner-take-all prize. Coverage starts today, 2 Eastern, after SportsCenter on ESPN. ESPN.
Meanwhile, former A's catcher Bruce Maxwell says he is bitter over the lack of support he received back in 2017 for his social justice protest. Maxwell was the first player and only Major League Baseball player to kneel during the national anthem that year after President Trump's comments that players who yell should be fired. Maxwell cited a lack of support from both players and general managers in speaking to ESPN's Howard Bryant. Maxwell hasn't played in the majors since 2018 when most players have lived in Mexico. With more, there's Mom Rivera.
Wouldn't you love to see one of these NFL owners when somebody disrespects our flag? We say, get that son of a off the field right now, out, he's fired.
President Trump made those comments in Burnsville, Alabama, the hometown of the ace catcher Bruce Maxwell.
It pushed me over the edge. It really did. It was no longer about my paycheck. It was no longer about my job. It was about standing up for what was right.
The next night, Maxwell took a knee while the national anthem played before Oakland's game against the Rangers. He would be the first and last baseball player to do so.
A lot of them are fearing for their livelihood, for their jobs, if they do voice their personal opinions or their personal beliefs. We are a very small minority in the game of baseball, and at the end of the day, it means you're respected.
Maxwell became a free agent at the end of the 2018 season. Teams showed no interest in signing him, which he attributes to the knee. So he headed to Mexico and led his team to its first ever championship. And most important, he felt accepted.
It was emotional.
Big numbers.
These people say mom.
Big numbers. 100
Let's
meter
look at a
bag. That's a
screen
big
by
number.
the athletics this year.
Big numbers.
He told ESPN he
Big numbers.
moving
King got it. That's a
He
big
says he was
number.
still up and off.
Foreign cards, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sand. Yo, flex mode, this is Southwest, this is Jam. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad big presto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more pesto. This is going on the cash though. Mexican, don't make pesos. Get yourself some pesos. Never save no name though.
So, unfortunately, we're going to show you what life will look like inside that NBA bubble in Orlando. Laser swab testing. You'll see real descriptions. Seriously, that is all about the bubble. And they say Orlando could be a short one for the Suns, but they're a playoff launch spot for why they're so excited to be there. It looks like
That's a big number. Big numbers. Big numbers. Whole team got it. That's a
Like
big
it's
Yeah, wristband, check the wristband, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man, Lord. Pass the big skin, make sure the distance. I'm talking to 1,000 yards, you just on your face, man. Run it up, 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 count it up. 20s and 50s and 20s, no flash, no singles, no count it. She wanna do that, trying to be no kid, hit on my ex, like, girl, you can count on him. for this together. We all do highlight. Toyota, let's go places.
I chose the nighttime aligners because it's so easy. It's hard to find time to go to the dentist with a busy schedule. And I have a full-time job, of course.
Phone calls, you don't get to my dog.
Yeah, I'm pretty busy.
I had no idea that you said you sleep while you sleep.
You know, that time you went to the water, they say, before you go to bed, pop them in.
So they're at night.
That's insane.
Hello.
I mean, look at them already. Beautiful, right?
Your people, your stories, your results. It started for free at SmileDirectClub.com.
Now it's Storm Shotgun with the half-hour headlines on a Wednesday afternoon. Emotional welfare check. How's everybody doing? Wow. I'm sadly nervous. Sadly to have live MLS. Flash. This week. Also nervous about the NBA.
I get nervous about the NBA, all the bubbles, right? MLS, NBA, WNBA, all these kind of test cases. If you don't succeed, what does that leave football? All right, so we're hoping for the best right now, but there are concerns. In an interview with Brainstorm Health, Adam Silver, the commissioner of the NBA, said we won't be surprised when we first come down to Orlando if they have some additional players test positive. What would be most concerning is once players enter this campus and they go through a quarantine period, then if they were to test positive or if they would have any positive tests, well, we would know that we would have an issue. We want to be concerned about these potential holes in the bubble. We wanted to remind you some of the rules there in Orlando. Anyone who leaves campus without approval and wants to re-enter, they would face at least 10 days quarantine, and you would have to undergo nasal testing. And no one will be stopped from leaving. Actually, that's the most noted. There are two absences, of course, for things like emergencies.
Talk about Major League Soccer back tonight into Miami and Orlando FC with the honors on MLS's restart. Now, pushing roughly 4 months because of coronavirus pandemic hiatus. That's the good news. Bad news is we still have a doubleheader tonight with the Chicago national game. Of course, we'll get 5 national players that should positive to the virus after arriving.
In his first inner squad scrimmage on Tuesday, the Yankees ace Garrett Cole threw 5 innings of 1 hit ball that required only 67 pitches with 6 strikeouts and 2 walks. But this was sort of funny. After striking out the leadoff hitter, he then had to give up the ball because of the COVID protocols, and then with the new baseball, he probably gave up the home run.
The Colts Yankees already know part of their 2021 schedule. Tuesday, before the Mets will host the Yankees at Citi Field on the 20th anniversary of 9/11 next season. Manager Aaron Gordon saying, "I can imagine how powerful and emotional an event that would be." Now, you know, 2001, the Mets then home to a stadium of the first major sporting event in the city after the terrorist attacks. Like Beyonce, David Morsi,
What did you Ryder Cup about, fans? Twice? It's a non-starter. Ryder Cup, the competition, of course, every other year between USA and Europe. It was scheduled for September at Woodbury Street in Wisconsin, but now it's been delayed until the same time frame, so it'll be late September next year, 2021. The President's Cup then moves to 2022, and then the Ryder Cup, well, that gets pushed back another year in Rome to 2022.
Another busy week for Bubba Wallace. Remember Monday, the Clinton President Donald Trump asked him if Wallace would apologize to NASCAR officials and his fellow drivers for their support after a news just found his driver saw President Trump called to do a quote-unquote hoax. That was just Monday. Tuesday night, Wallace was on Jimmy Kimmel Live to discuss the incident with Anthony Anderson.
What are your thoughts on how these come after you in the media, in the press, and on social media because of what's transpired so far?
Yeah, when I first read it, I was like, man, there's so much more things that are going on in the world that you should be worried about. But it's hard to get people to understand, especially when the facts are delivered on the table and it's been there for 2 weeks now. So to be late to the party is one thing, and to be wrong on the factual information is another. But all in all, he did get one thing right this week. It was great. Officials continue to stand behind NASCAR drivers and officials continue to stand behind this. We're all at that
And elsewhere, NASCAR Jimmy Johnson tested positive for coronavirus on Friday, his wife was positive as well. Well, he's been cleared to return to competition after having never success Monday and Tuesday from the Hendrick Motorsport. Came up this past Monday for the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Looking at Cuppers for the first time in his career will be the first, the number 48 car for next Sunday's race at Kentucky Speedway. And it's been really emotional for him. He's really happy to be back. And that ended his streak of 662 consecutive races.
This is such fun to do. He's made out of money a while after the last time. And now there was doing the stuff that was very happy.
We like to party, we don't cause trouble, we don't bother nobody here. Just come and dance on the mic, and when we rock up on the mic, we rock the mic. For all of y'all, keep it yawning.
Hey babe, what's up? Yeah, they just he just left like about maybe 20 minutes ago. It was at Capacitor. Yeah, it's cool now. I closed everything up right now, so I checked. No, I cut it off, bro. I can cut it back on. You really cool, but it's cool now. I mean, I got it at 72, so for some reason she said you told her that y'all cut it off.
Last night, we found it off and cut it back off.
Oh. Yeah, she came over here. I was like, yeah, I mean, shit. I'm like, we cut it off last night because it was, you know, creating more heat in the house, blowing hot air. I'm like, shit, fuck that. I'm taking it like, what you mean? We cut it off every? We don't cut it off. I said, no, we leave it at 70. I told we leave it at 73 when we not at home.
Yeah, we don't turn it off today.
Yeah, she said. Yeah, well, you need to call the corrector on that because she thinking we cut the motherfucker off, cutting it off and on. Then she asked when the last time we did the cleaning. I said you did it 2 months ago.
I just changed that film to last month.
Yeah, okay, last month. So I wasn't sure. I know it was a month ago. I remember you told me. So I said, nah. I said we on top of it. I mean, you know, we on top of the game. But you might want to let her know because she said specifically. You said we cut it off. I'm like, did she say that? I'm like, no. Maybe you know, you need to clarify what you meant by well, we cut it off yesterday because it was more hot air. But normally we have it on at.
And I turned it off. I said during the day. I said we cut it off. I said we haven't turned it up.
I don't know. She said you told her y'all cut it off. I'm like, nah, that was hard for me to believe when she said that. I'm like, I don't know why she told me that. If she told me she cut it off, well, maybe last night, then I understand. Then last night, yeah. But right now, I mean, it's cooling down. I mean, it's back where it's at. The guy was saying that he put the new capacitor on it. And he cleaned around it. He said, try to make sure when you can lawnmower, you lawnmower the other way where you're not shooting the grass into the vents of the fan. I was like, well, yeah, I was telling him I'll blow it every time I do it to make sure I don't anyway, but I do that. I keep that in mind. But I don't do that. Man, it's fucking, like I said yesterday, you would have came in here, you would have been mad as fuck. It was so, it was easily, the temperature in here said 90, but it felt like 99.
Can I get it on 38? Hold on. Yes. Asada? No guacamole, light sour cream, add cilantro and onion. Are you happy? Yes. Yes. That'll be it.
Yeah. She did what?
I said, did she call before they came?
She said that he would call me, but he just came over. So he asked to see the temperature thermostat. I showed him the thermostat.
Who was it? The same black guy?
Nah, this is a white guy.
Oh.
She got all these different type of motherfuckers, I guess.
Yeah, she probably know people that, you know how you go to prison and you learn all those different damn trades and they probably doing it for 30 feet.
Yeah. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like she got an AC guy. She got a, okay, I got a plumbing guy. I got a paint guy. You know, I done seen 4 different motherfuckers. I mean, 3 different people at least. Even the guy across the street, even the guy across the street before he passed, he said he did used to do work for her over here.
Yeah, she go out some cheap way.
Even the dude today that came over, he said it. He's like, yeah, she ain't trying to spend no money.
Yeah, she had the Mexican, the black guy, the white people from the slum. Then she got this. What she needs to do when we just got it is remodel this motherfucker.
Yeah.
She needs like that wall down. And open it up and then come on.
Yeah.
Where the kitchen is.
Yep, knock this, redo the whole kitchen. Extend it out.
Yeah. And she fix some cameras, so it should be fine. Paint, unless she don't want to get rid of it, paint.
Yeah, paint. She'll be alright.
And get a refrigerator put up in that damn cheap ass refrigerator that's been in there.
Man, I want to take that shit off, but then I don't even want to. I'm gonna try that. I want to get rid of that shit myself. Put that shit in the glove.
Yeah, that old ass refrigerator ain't even big enough to hold shit.
I can barely hear you.
I said, I'm going to work tomorrow on my off day.
Oh, okay.
I think my check could be $1,000.
Oh, okay. What's up, bro?
What's up? What's up?
You must be trying to get this work.
Man, what up? What up?
So you work tomorrow?
Yeah, I work the rest of the week. I'm working the rest of the week. All the way through. Oh, I'm sorry, man. I was talking to my lady. I said I'm working the rest of the week.
You said you off the rest of the week?
Nah, I was talking to her.
I'll talk to you when I get off. I don't get off work till 5:30.
Alright.
You think you can it up?
Yeah, I don't know choice.
Alright.
I'll be up there in a little bit.
Alright, bye.
Bye. What's up, man? What up, Risker the King? What you doing? You playing you in the game?
Yeah, you can send it down, though.
Huh?
I said, go ahead and send it down.
You sure you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Alright. What's been up? I said, well, how you been? Chilling. You ready for that 21? Who you gonna run with? Well, them Cowboys are gonna be dangerous. Everybody gonna be running with them.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at US
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna run with them. I'm already playing with them now. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna run with the Bucks. I'm gonna be running with a whole bunch of people, bro. I ain't gonna just stick to the Cowboys no more.
Set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Carolina Panthers.
Oh, they nice. Oh yeah, they nice.
Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the...
Oh yeah, oh hell yeah. Yeah, you sure right. A lot of people gonna be running with him. Yeah. That's gonna be crazy. Yeah, that's gonna be crazy right there, bro. Man, it's gonna be hard to stop too, man. It's gonna be hard to stop. Yeah. Well, he's not sure. I mean, he'll say for insurance or whatever. What's his name still got the start position as we speak, but you know, come training camp, Cam out there showing out. That's gonna get the team talking. That's gonna get the players talking. Come on, man. Huh?
2-yard line.
Who else they got? Man, I can't remember that dude's name, man. He's some dude out of college. He been behind. Man, I can't remember that fool's name, bro. I might have to Google that shit.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. To try again after the sack. Newton, that's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves.
Yeah, I've been working on some new.
Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Yeah, I ain't played Cam in a minute.
They'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I've been working on some new shit.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
20.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Sliding up, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third and long, it's Newton. Airing it out for Olsen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball is intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a
way
punt.
too much.
It's not an altogether bad result.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the
league.
Yeah,
man.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there.
If you ask me, this here team right here complete.
And if that continues,
they got everything you need.
For those guys trying to play some defense.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. But you often say that sort of opens the play. Now 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I
say it good
and loosen things up.
They all right. They're all right. They're all right.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
I think they got to be in the top 10 at least.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. It's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation, we were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Cousins under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Good shit again. Let's go.
Kuechly with a sack.
You gotta get that. You better make sure you get to him.
Will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
What's that? Come on, what is that?
Oh, the pressure too great, and he
that's not even. That wasn't even the same play I did. Wow.
Charles, a little bit of
I fucked it up.
They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked
twice. I fucked it up.
And they've
My
got to figure out
bad.
how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the
Got him.
because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
That's first down, huh?
Another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 23. Really been
I know you mad.
For them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field.
He's just sitting there like, come on, Mr. Stewart.
That feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is, finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Oh, my bad. Hit the wrong button.
And the play clock becoming an issue, so Mike Zimmer's forced to call a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And Diggs. And on this one, he'll get to.
Boy, you got to put that juke on that man.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Oh, this is easy money right here. This one, hey,
after 1.
This is one of my new wrinkles right here. I know I can do this to this play.
Back to the ground, Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
That boy, that say you right there.
And now it's 3rd down.
He say you right there.
Play number 9 of the drive here is they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
Yeah, but he wasn't going to be an issue, though.
Check 52. Swag.
They run, Cook, and they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20.
Yeah,
Nothing new
I see that.
And 3rd down after that 9-yard gain.
I see that.
That was off kilter. Offense up front. Everyone was just kind of out of sync.
Well, from my perspective, that certainly looked like the defense just destroyed.
I'm trying to score a touchdown. I ain't trying to cook no field goal.
So I'm going to revamp what I said. The defense was in sync. How about that?
Either you stop me, or I'm gonna get this first. I get the end zone, get a first down. How you want to do it?
On 4th down. It's complete to Diggs.
Huh.
And now this is going to depend on the spot.
That nigga didn't get over. He punk ass.
Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out.
Didn't get upfield.
The football back.
He didn't want it, man. He didn't want it.
Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Had a nice move, but couldn't free much space. Making the stop there, Daniil Hunter. From the 17, Newton. And his throw is incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for.
Damn.
3rd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times?
That nigga look like that.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he's going to be brought down.
That nigga look like that just then.
Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. They will go for it. Now Newton. That's caught. It's Jarius Wright. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time. And now it's 1st and 10. This pass complete. Newton finding Wright. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Vikings pick up the football. But he'll take this back down inside the 20. Well, he did what he
Stop playing with me.
He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
They'll run on 1st down. Cook. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few
We changed, man. Hey, man, come on, man. Ain't nobody complaining about.
Pretty solid.
Ain't nobody complaining about Jackson and all that.
Really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking,
Jackson, all that shit he got.
To find the holes, and he's seeing things before they even open.
Action Jackson. Yeah.
They'll run with Cook. Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the
Hey, shit, you ain't did nothing.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
He ain't did nothing. He ain't did nothing.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Gun! Rhino! Put your hands on this. Here we go.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
And Thielen's got it. Touchdown Vikings. Adam Thielen there to make the grab as his guys are first on the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, they got the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
I see y'all, Giants. I see y'all.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
Exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. On second down, McCaffrey. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. They fake the give. Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Daniil Hunter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Newton now to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Everson Griffin. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line.
You trip. You trip. He said, don't be scared of it.
Cousins on first down. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Cousins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Herb Smith Jr. as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now 14-0.
Yeah.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
All right, man.
That's it.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A gain of 32 that time. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A final shot before the break. Newton. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. This will be taken to the back.
All right, man, do what we got to do.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10.
I didn't know that.
For 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. To throw is Cousins. He's going to fire one deep over the 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted.
Damn.
Dante Jackson picks it. Johnson, the intended target.
I tried to click on, but it was too late.
Interception, so maybe a second half tone
I tried to click on, at least I have to knock it away or something. I knew that throw was horrible.
And running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the and they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Daniil Hunter able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Newton. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. Here's Newton. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And he's going to go down again. Daniil Hunter. Who else?
Get that weak shit out of here. You're kicking that shit.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass.
This ain't what you want, man.
Time and time again.
This ain't what you want, man.
And the pressure gets to him again. Everson.
This ain't what you want, man.
Possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
This ain't what you want, Riz. You gotta follow your name. Risker, you taking at risk right now.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
That nigga doing a Michael Jackson.
17 yards out. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
That nigga clowned it. That nigga did the Michael Jackson. I ain't never seen that.
Some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Man,
last time I played Minnesota, you beat me against them.
This was a big score to start the second half.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here.
I got them boys looking right now. Them boys looking right, boy. Oh, that's what it is? Oh, okay. Don't get too excited. Oh, all right, my bad.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches?
I thought he was cutting in over you. He's cutting out.
That didn't happen on the last possession.
Oh, man, that was pick. That was pick, nigga.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes.
That nigga got about 10 sacks, man.
My goodness, make that now.
How many sacks that man got?
In this ball game, really turning in an incredible performance. He's going to look deep for more.
Come on, over the top. I can't cover everybody.
And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play there for the Panthers. 49 yards. And a short pickup down to about the 9. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. On second and 9.
Pick, Cam. Yeah.
He loses the football.
Ah, come on. Are you serious? Ah, that's some bull. Nigga, that's some bull. Get the hell out of here with that shit.
From agony to elation in just a few quick seconds on that play.
Probably thought they were about to give it up in the red zone and then touchdown.
Yeah, there is absolutely no way that they drew it up and said this is the way it's supposed to be done.
Man, you shouldn't even. You shouldn't even. Man, you feel good about how you scored.
Touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Come on, man. That ain't supposed to happen. Yeah, we do the hit stick. He fumbled. We don't get it. Your dude pick it up and run it in the end zone at will.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Man, you talking about
simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense.
You gotta hold that block longer than that.
They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go around. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Cousins. Throw here's incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there in the coverage.
Man, I read that play all wrong just now. That should have been a pick.
So much traffic ordinarily.
That should have been a pick. You gave me life now.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to
gave me life now.
On 3rd and 9.
Cool. Well, Keegan gave me life now.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins.
Got him.
And he's got Kyle Rudolph. A good pickup there at 22. They have the nice
That play hard to stop,
They
man.
just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my
I got
background
1,
says, well, you
2,
need to do this just
5
to run out the
options.
clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me,
Good
it's
luck.
a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Cousins now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Woo.
They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
And we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to
That
have on
boy,
this game.
man.
They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slow
that boy
down,
dangerous,
and they're really starting
man.
to take over in this game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, Cousins. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 32 on the play.
That was a route. Funky, ain't it? Man, bro, I got shit, bro. I'm telling you, man.
A good chance
It's like
now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight on to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
He's coming. Double up. Gun.
They try again with Cook.
Ah,
He'll get blown up
he get that seal from me.
Back at the 6. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Cook, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. The loss of a
I hope we do that
yard
shit
brings up 4.
next year.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure, this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't
now
change
you gonna
that
play
channel.
defense.
Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
It should be 24-0 right now, or 24-3, 24-7. Come on, man. Now that was a 4th down, wasn't it? Yeah, I think it was a 4th down. I think it should be 24-0 right now.
To begin their next drive, and they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm.
Touchdown, Carolina! Jarius Wright, 79 yards. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Come on, man.
Second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
God damn.
How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
And Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend the guy who's been this hot. And it chips away at your confidence.
Damn.
When you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
Gun. Hey, let's go.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Cousins to his tight end Rudolph for a Viking 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
And that nigga fell like 5 yards.
Mario Addison in on the stop.
Damn.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They run it again with Cook. Cook stripped. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they have possession. And they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we still got this
nigga gave it
That's
up.
not necessarily true, is it?
No, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to
He
give them
gave it
any
up.
hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
Now Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Nah, I was trying to get there.
Amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
I was just trying to make sure I get there.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Newton. And this is
Give me that.
intercepted. And that's
Ball game.
picked up by Anthony
Give me that.
Harris. And a big turnover there.
That nigga blended in with the end zone. Look, he blended in with the end zone, nigga. Purple on purple. You can't see him. I seen him.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Throwing here, Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
That's it.
So now after the sack,
that's a
the
big
Vikings
boy.
come up here 3rd and long.
Listen to me. Hey, high 7.
They go play action. Cousins. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down.
Let's make these babies cry.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston.
Yeah.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory.
Yep.
3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.